Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is Stephanie. I'm also known as GLITZYGem. Thank you for joining me here today. Today I'll be putting on my makeup. We are doing a Sassy Divas collab, and the theme for this month is feeling your best. Get ready with me as I talk to you what makes me feel my best. So I've already put on my foundation, which I use my LYS stick foundation, and I used my contour stick from Fenty, the shade Mocha. I'm going to use it on my nose as well. So most of these products that I'll be using are probably going to be from the ones that we had from last month's theme, which was the stick, this, the try-ons, color outside of the lines. So I'll be using that since I had it out, it was just so convenient for me to do that. So that's the reason why I'm using my stick products, and it's a good way for me to use them anyways because I hardly use them at all, and I want to get to use them now that I have them in front of me. So I went ahead and put the primer that I did use. I used my Elf Prep and Hydrate Balm. I used that, and then I also used my Milk Makeup Blur Skin Tint Foundation, or it's not foundation, it's just a skin tint. So I use that as well. It does get stiff on you. I had to kind of like scrape it out with like the back of a brush, the handle of a brush, to scrape some of that off to put it on my face. And these two combinations are pretty good. They really do well for my skin. And then the concealer, I haven't used the concealer yet, but I think I'm just going to use my highlighting stick from my trio here, my highlighting stick. But so I'll be doing that next. But yes, what makes y'all feel what makes y'all feel good? Um, what makes y'all feel y'all's best? Let me know. Leave me a comment in the description area down below. And yeah, let me know what makes you feel your best. Also, this collab will be 6 ladies. I'm not sure if Leslie will be participating in this collab. I'll be filming this. I'll be filming this video before she even answers back. So just letting you know, if she does participate, she'll be in the playlist. If she doesn't, then she won't be. But so yeah, so 6 of us right now, and I'll be linking the ladies' channels down below. And I will also be putting the playlist. That way you can just go along the playlist and just, you don't have to pause or like look for the videos. You just keep going. You just keep going with the videos until you're finished watching them. And then you do have to leave a comment. You have to be publicly subscribed to all the ladies that are in this collab. So like for me, what makes me feel my best is actually having a good hair day. If I'm able to fix my hair, like straighten out my hair, I like to straighten it out. Or if I'm really having an extra good day, I'll probably put some curls, use my curling iron. Um, Also reading scriptures. I've actually been, going to church more often now, and I've been, reading up on scriptures. I've actually been joining in some group activities from church, and that really does help a lot. And so that's the reason that's the reason why I feel like that. I feel like I'm at my best when I'm doing that. I just feel I feel when I feel like, when you pray, you're drawing closer to God. And if you give him I feel like when you sincerely pray to him incessantly and about, like God knows what you're going through. So I'm very faithful. I really have a lot of faith in God. So that's the reason why I feel like I feel my best whenever I have him in my life. That's just me. I'm not sure about, anybody else, but just having God in my life and knowing that he's there, with me, sticking by me through all my through all the bad times, through all the tough times that I'm going through, facing any kind of trials or any tribulations that I've been facing. He's there to help me, guide me and discern and help me discern and know what to say and and what not to say and when to say something, when not to say. It really has helped me a lot with my spirituality, um, drawing closer to him, through his word, the Bible, So I've been doing a lot of that, and so that's what makes me feel my best, because I feel like when I do that, I feel at peace. I feel less stressful. Um, I feel like he hears my prayers. So I'm going to, this is my Morphe Perk Up Cheek and Lip Color, the Morphe 2 in the shade Hibiscus Hottie. Okay. So another thing that also helps me feel my best is also um, if I have really good sleep. I feel my best whenever I have the best sleep. I feel my best whenever everything is going to plan, and and I feel my best whenever whenever I'm financially, stable, as far as of course, staying within my means, but knowing that I have that income coming in really makes me have peace of mind. But at the same time, I wouldn't have that peace of mind if it wasn't for my faith in God, knowing that he's going to protect me, knowing that he will help me out, knowing that he's going to be there for me when I need him, in those tough times, and he will find something for me. So that's the reason why I feel my best. I feel my best at that time as well. Also, I'm using my Milk Makeup setting spray right now. Also, and then I feel my best too because I've lost some weight already. I've lost weight due to my second job. I think y'all, but all of y'all know, I think anybody who's been following me on YouTube already know that I have two jobs. Um, one I'm no longer working for, but when I was working at that job, at the second job, I was losing a lot of weight, and I can kind of tell in my face. I can kind of tell in my body, in my clothing. The belt that I was wearing was actually getting to become too big for me, and I was very excited about that, because the job that I was doing was very strenuous. Was strenuous work. It was I worked for like a cleaning service, so it's a janitorial service. So so that's the reason why I was working out really, really hard, to be honest with you. So that wasn't like an intense workout whenever I was working the cleaning service 4 days a week at 5 hours a day. Very intense workout gave me the results that I needed, and I did lose 7 pounds in 3 months. But those 7 pounds, even though in my mind I can't, I cannot fathom. 7 pounds I know is a lot. You just imagine, 7 pounds is a lot. That's like I don't know what I can compare it to, like a sack of what, 5 pound potatoes, just a little bit heavier than that. So I lost 7 pounds. Um, Somebody who happened to hug me had said, "Wow, I'm able to, you have lost weight. I'm able to wrap my arms around you, wrap my arms around you, and I can tell that you've lost weight." And I'm like, "Wow, I was, pretty excited about that, and I felt good. That made me feel my best as well. When people, compliment you, of course that's gonna boost your self-esteem a little more. Not to say that I have low self-esteem, but I mean it does boost your confidence. It boosts it just boosts your way of feeling that day, or the way you feel you feel attractive, you feel good, you feel that you just feel happy, you feel and then healthy as well. But that doesn't mean because you lose weight, you're actually really healthy. It's just more just along the lines that you're losing fat. But yeah, that those are some of the things that really help me feel my best. And then also I have to have in the mornings, I don't have to have, but I'm used to having it now, is having an orange juice a day in the morning, and then not eating as much during the day. Maybe having one meal a day also helps me out. So that's why I feel like, I feel because of the job that I'm doing right now where I'm working nights, it really doesn't, I really don't have the time during the day to eat because I'm asleep during the day. But when I wake up, I make sure that I don't eat anything too heavy, and make sure that I eat before a certain time. Like if I want to eat before 9, I have to make sure that I wake up before my shift starts in the evening and have my dinner. And then from then on, just, then the very next day, just go home, go to sleep. And then sometimes I don't have anything to eat when I get home, or I don't feel like eating anything. I mean, your appetite does get suppressed. So your appetite to get suppressed. So that's why um what I was saying. Sorry, the light flickered there. I think that also has a lot to do with my weight loss, is making sure that I'm not eating too much. Like maybe portioning how much I eat. But that strenuous workout really makes you hungry. So I do have to admit that there's times that I have ate more than what you typically should eat. You know, but at the same time, I know that I'm going to burn those calories the very next day. As soon as I get off my night shift job, I go to that morning job, and work for a couple of hours, and then I know that I'm going to get those couple of hours that I get in are going to help me, you know, work out those calories or those carbs I've ate that I overate the night before. But now that I don't have the second job, I'm gonna have to start doing start going to the gym. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start going to the gym. Maybe most of these things that I'm calling out, what makes me feel my best, maybe are more superficial. Maybe some may not feel like, oh, that's something that maybe some people may just feel that that's just more superficial, you know, than something else that's more important, like your health. I mean, I feel my best whenever I am healthy. When I'm healthier, I do feel my best. Also, like I said, whenever I'm able to associate with the ones you love, when you get to, you know, whenever you get to talk to your family. So that's why. So not most of everything that makes me feel the best is just superficial, you know, but what else? You know, I guess maybe praying for others makes me feel my best as well, because you know, when you pray for others, you're not on you're taking into account of other people, and you're showing that your sincerity towards those, you know, who need prayer, or who you have in your mind, who you're thinking about. You know, if the person that you're thinking about is going through a tough time, or is ill, is not healthy, not that they're not healthy, but that they're ill. um I do pray for them as well, and that makes me feel my best, because making others happy make me happy. It's almost like a feeling of, also whenever you give, like the saying in the Bible says, you know, it's better to give than to receive. Sorry, I almost messed up that scripture there. Yeah, no, it's better to give than to receive, you know. So, you know, because whenever you give somebody that is in need, it actually, you feel like this sense of, like this good sense of feeling that you have, like you have like this good feeling of joy that just comes, or overcomes, because you know that you've made that person happy, and by making them happy, you're happy. And then in turn, they may do something happy for somebody else, and then they're happy as well. Because they're happy, they're gonna make, you know, they're gonna in turn do things that are gonna make others happy, and then so on and so forth. And then if, you know, if we all did that, you know, this world would be a better place, a more happier place, if we all did that. What else? So yeah, just leave me in your comments down below. What is it that makes you feel your best? Um, my accomplishments that I've already mentioned was I lost 7 pounds already in the last 3 months. I've lost 7 pounds. I've actually been praying for others. I've been, praying as well. Like I've been, associating with my groups, with my group members at church, and having that association really perks me up, really makes me feel my best, because they give me like the encouragement that I need throughout the day. And for me, that's the best place to be. If I need any kind of encouragement or positivity, is going to church. What else? Trying to see what other goodies I have in here. I don't think I have any more goodies. Let me see. So all these sticks, these are just all sticks that I've used. This is a ColourPop, the Powerpuff Girls ColourPop eyeshadow. I used that on my lid, and also as well as the Tristique. This is the Tahitian Shimmer eyeshadow crayon. And then we have the eyebrow pencil to help me with my eyebrows. I feel like they're still a little off, but I'll fix that in a little bit. What else? What else did I use? I think that was pretty much it. Oh, my Rare Beauty eyeshadow crayon. I use that as well. This is in the shade, what is it? Courage? No, it's Growth. It's in the shade Growth. What else? I think that's about it. I'll go ahead and, sorry. Oh yeah, I already said that. Losing weight was also something that helped me feel my best. Use this lip crayon. Yeah, I don't think this really goes well with my lip, with the lip. I think this is a good lip combo. What else? I dropped something on the floor. What was it? It was my setting spray. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my black eyeliner. Let me go down the waterline. I'll use a little bit here on the side of the upper lash line. Sorry if the whole time y'all saw me looking this way, it's because I'm looking at a mirror. Right, you guys, so I was a secret hostess for last month's collab, but I will be announcing my winner in my community tab. So please make sure you check out the community tab for my winner. Okay. You have a wonderful day. I will try to have a wonderful day as well. I'm almost done here with you guys. I didn't want to stay here for too long. I don't want to stay on too long. So we'll go ahead and use my mascara. I'm not going to use any falsies at all. This mascara is the Ulta Beauty Maximum Lash Mascara. I didn't like it at first when I first started because I thought the wand was too thick. But once I got to know how to play around with the wand, I was able to I started to like it a lot better. I was able to it grew on me. This mascara grew on me. Is it one of my favorite mascaras? No, because of the wand, of course. I don't like the wand still, but I'm actually able to work with it, and it's been working for me. I've been able to figure a way on how to use this. I mean, you have to be able to figure how to maneuver this wand, because if not, you'll poke your eye out, because it is a thick wand here, thick bristles here. So this is my finished look, you guys. Oh, sorry. Hope you guys are able to see. My eyeliner could be a little better. Yeah, my eyeliner could be a little better. Right, you guys. Well, thank you for joining me here today. Like I said, I'll be announcing my winner in my community tab, so make sure you check out my community tab for the winner. Thanks again, and I'll see you in my next video. I love you all. Take care. Bye.